In 2017, AMD launched the Radeon 7. In pure performance tests, it beat NVIDIA's RTX 2080. It was cheaper, it had more memory, it should have won. It failed completely. 2022. Intel launches Arc GPUs, better price to performance than NVIDIA. They fail again. Everyone believes NVIDIA dominates because they make better chips. That's wrong. AMD has beaten them on hardware multiple times. Intel too. They all lost anyway. The secret isn't in the silicon. It's in something NVIDIA gave away for free in 2006. And once you understand it, you'll see the entire tech industry differently. When you see that NVIDIA is worth $3 trillion, your brain makes a simple assumption. They must make the best GPUs. It's logical, it's obvious, and sometimes it's even true. But here's what most people miss. There have been multiple moments in the last 15 years where competitors had superior hardware. 2019. AMD's Radeon 7. More memory, better bandwidth, lower price. 2022. Intel's Arc A770. Better ray tracing performance per dollar. But the market share barely moved. NVIDIA kept winning. Why? Because in technology, the best hardware doesn't always win, the best ecosystem does. And to understand NVIDIA's ecosystem, we need to talk about a problem that existed in 2006. A CPU has a few very powerful cores, maybe 4, maybe 8, maybe 16. They're designed to do complex tasks, one after another, very fast. A GPU has thousands of tiny cores. Not powerful individually, but incredible when working together. The problem? They speak completely different languages. Programming a CPU is relatively easy. Programming a GPU in 2006 required writing in assembly-like languages. It was painful. It was slow. It was specialist work. So NVIDIA created CUDA, Compute Unified Device Architecture. Think of it as a translator. It let programmers write code for GPUs almost as easily as they wrote for CPUs. What took 500 lines of specialized code could now be done in 50 lines of normal code. And here's the genius part. They gave it away, completely free. No licensing fees, no restrictions. Download it, use it, build with it. Wall Street hated this decision. NVIDIA was spending millions developing software and making $0 from it directly. For years, CUDA was a money pit. But something was happening quietly. Universities started teaching CUDA. Researchers started using it. Startups built their entire code bases on it. NVIDIA wasn't selling a product. They were creating a language. And millions of developers were learning to speak it. Then 2012 happened. A team at the University of Toronto used CUDA to train a neural network called AlexNet. It crushed every competitor in an image recognition competition. Deep learning suddenly worked. And every AI researcher in the world already knew CUDA. Not because they loved NVIDIA, because NVIDIA had spent 6 years making sure every graduate student learned it. AMD scrambled to compete with OpenCL. Technically, it was fine. Technically, it could do the same things. But there were already millions of lines of code written in CUDA. Entire libraries, entire frameworks, TensorFlow, PyTorch, every major AI tool was built on CUDA. Switching meant rewriting everything. No company would do that. No researcher would do that. The cost was too high. Today, NVIDIA has 95% of the AI training market. Not because their chips are 10 times better. They're not. Not because they're cheaper, they're definitely not. They win because of lock-in. Imagine if AMD sold better cars, but every road in the world only worked with NVIDIA cars. You'd still buy NVIDIA. Not because you want to, because you have no choice. That's the software ecosystem. Every AI engineer learns CUDA in school. Every company has CUDA code in production. Every library is optimized for CUDA. AMD can make a GPU that's 20% faster and 30% cheaper. Doesn't matter. The switching cost is measured in years of engineering work and millions of dollars. NVIDIA didn't just make better tools, they made sure everyone built their house with NVIDIA-shaped locks. Now, only NVIDIA has the keys. This pattern repeats everywhere in technology. In the 1990s, Windows didn't win because it was better than Mac. It won because developers built software for it. The iPhone didn't win just on hardware. It won because millions of developers built apps for iOS first. Amazon Web Services doesn't dominate cloud because their servers are magic. They dominate because companies have infrastructure, code, and knowledge built around AWS tools. The best product doesn't win. The product with the strongest ecosystem wins. And ecosystems take years to build. Jensen Huang understood something in 2006 that his competitors still don't understand today. Give away the tools. Own the language. Win the future. In technology, control the tools that developers use, and you control everything that gets built.